Hey, welcome back to Java with Jeff. I've got my beverage and my Bible. Hope you do too. And so let's go for it. We're after Good Friday and Easter. It's the week afterwards. And so now what? What do we do now? So I want to share with you a couple of my favorite Bible verses that keep me going, that help me stay on track, that keep me focused. And so the good friend of Jesus, the Apostle Paul, would write half of the New Testament, and he wrote down these words in the book of Philippians to the church in Philippi, right in the middle in Philippians chapter 3, verses 7 through 8. Here's what he says. What is more, I consider everything a loss because of the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord, for whose sake I have lost all things. I consider them garbage that I may gain Christ. When I think about those words from Paul, it just sort of realigns everything and puts everything in perspective, and my priority list shifts. And it reminds me that, man, for Paul, his past accomplishments, he was a Pharisee. He was the Pharisee of all Pharisees. He was above. He was the top of his class, valedictorian. His resume would look really, really good. That Paul is saying that all of that history, all my accomplishments, all the trophies I've won, my diplomas, pale in comparison. As a matter of fact, he calls it garbage or rubbish compared to knowing Jesus. And so all my accomplishments, all my stuff, all the things I think I've done a good job with, pales in comparison to my relationship with Jesus. He says that knowing Jesus is the most important thing. And so after this Good Friday and after this Easter weekend, I'd give you the same advice that Paul's giving us, is lean into Jesus, be focused on Jesus. Knowing Jesus is the most important thing you could ever do. It's more important than any other relationship in your life, even your wife, even your husband, even your kids, even your friends. It's more important than anything to lean in and get to know Jesus even more. You do it through prayer, you do it through Bible study, you do it through community and gathering as a church, all the things that you probably already know that you ought to be doing. The question is, are we doing them? Are we leaning into a relationship with Jesus to know Jesus? That's it, just to know Jesus, to get to know Him even more. So I hope this is encouraging to you. It is to me. I hope it's challenging to you. It sure is to me. And I hope you press on this week to know Jesus even more. So we'll see you next week.